I will eat you alive. I will eat you alive.
I turned around. Nothing but the mirror. It didn't match reality. The reflection still showed her, still standing, still staring. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. Instead, words appeared in the dust at the base of the glass. "You let it out!" I backed out of the room. Something moved in the mirror, faster than human. Crawling along the ceiling reflection, but not in the real world. I slammed the door shut. My phone buzzed. A voicemail. From a number with too many digits. I played it. A garbled voice whispered, "They all opened it. They all saw it. Now you carry it." That night, I drove to a motel in another town. Didn't tell anyone. Paid cash. No mirrors. I covered the TV screen with a towel. Still, at 11:30 p.m., knock on the motel door. 3 taps. Then the voice. "Liam." I'm so cold. It's been 3 days since the voice came to the basement door. Since it breathed under the gap. Since I stopped sleeping. I moved out the next morning, took what I could fit in a duffel, crashed at my friend Kyle's place. I didn't tell him why. What was I supposed to say? "Hey man, there's something wearing my sister's voice and it wants in?" He wouldn't get it. Nobody would. But leaving didn't help. Because wherever I went, I still heard it. Not out loud. Not like before. It was in reflections. The first night at Kyle's, I passed by his bathroom mirror, and the lights flickered. Behind me, just for a second, I saw her face, pale, wide-eyed. But the smile wasn't hers. It stretched too wide. I spun around. Nothing. But taped to the mirror, in Kyle's handwriting, was a sticky note I'd never seen before. "Don't believe her." I confronted Kyle. He swore he never wrote it. He looked pale when I showed him. Said it wasn't his handwriting. I laughed it off. But inside, I felt it. This thing. It followed me. That night, I dreamed of the attic, of a second key I never found, and a mirror, one hidden behind the wall of her room. I went back. Daylight. Alone. The house felt wrong even from the driveway, like it knew. Inside, everything looked normal, except the attic door was open, wide open. The box where I'd taped the key? Empty. I called out for my mom. No answer. But someone had been in the attic recently. Footprints in the dust. Fresh ones. Small, like a child's. I forced myself upstairs. The hallway. Colder than I remembered. When I reached her room, the door was open too. That's when I saw it. The mirror. Behind her bed, carved into the wall, hidden behind drywall that had been pried loose. And in the reflection, she was standing behind me. I held my breath. Didn't move. A shadow slid under the crack of the door, but it wasn't a person's. Too thin. Too long. I called an old woman I found online, a folklorist in rural Virginia who studied mimic spirits. She didn't ask questions, just said, "You opened the echo gate. It only speaks in what you miss." I asked her how to close it. She said, "You don't. You bury it. You bind it. Or it becomes you." She gave me instructions. Salt, mirror shards, a sigil drawn in my sister's blood, or the nearest genetic match. It was insane. But I went home, took a razor, dripped my own blood onto the mirror frame, whispered the sigil's name. At exactly 11:30, her voice screamed, not gentle, not familiar. Something else came through. Not my sister, not even pretending anymore. Spiderweb lines snaking through the glass. Smoke poured out, thick, black. And then, silence. The next morning, the mirror was whole again. My sister's room was clean. No dust, no glyphs, as if nothing ever happened. I thought it was over. I really did. Until last night. I was in my apartment, 3 towns away. New place, new job. I looked in the mirror while brushing my teeth. And for a second, my reflection didn't move. It stared back at me, then smiled. Not my smile. Heron, I broke the mirror. But every reflective surface since, phone screens, puddles, windows, I see her. Sometimes walking behind me. Sometimes mouthing something I can't hear. But always there. A message was waiting on my laptop this morning. Unsaved. No file name, no source. Just a line of text. You're almost ready. Tonight is another anniversary. Not of her death, but of mine. Because if that thing is right, if it's already inside the mirrors, inside me, then I'm not sure who's telling this story anymore. And if you're hearing it, check your reflection. Is it moving with you? Because mine just waved goodbye.